Sunrisers Hyderabad versus Delhi Capitals. From now on, it's always a do or die game for Sunrisers Hyderabad. Delhi Capitals still has games and they might need to win only 2 of those games. But still, it doesn't hurt to win rest of the games if they want to qualify, because Punjab, Gujarat, Mumbai and RCB have pretty much qualified for the playoffs. So it was a very important game for both of the teams. There's a slight outside chance for Sunrisers Hyderabad if they continue their winning streak today, but not guaranteed. A lot would depend on the net run rate, so they needed a big win. Delhi Capitals, a lot more under pressure. They can't afford to just slip up. Sunrisers Hyderabad have pretty much made up their mind that it's probably the end of the season. So let's just express ourselves freely. Let's experiment. And guess how the game would go because of that mentality between the two teams. Exactly as expected, Sunrisers Hyderabad came with a bang. So Sunrisers Hyderabad won the toss and elected to bowl first. Brave call to chase, but they pretty much trusted their bowling for some reason. Maybe they had good plans. Maybe they didn't want to expose their batting against a strong bowling lineup like DC. So if they could trouble the Delhi batsmen at the beginning, at least Hyderabad would know what small total to chase. Decent thinking, I would say, if you want to keep the team under pressure, even more under pressure. Now in the team selection, Natarajan finally got a game for Delhi Capitals. In for Mukesh Kumar, I've been screaming since day one that Natarajan needs to play, and that's finally he got a game. Hyderabad, they dropped Shami and they dropped Nitish Kumar Reddy. Quite a surprise call today. They brought in Sachin Baby and wicketkeeper was Ishan Kishan today. Klassen didn't have the gloves on. Very interesting tactic that they made. Maybe Ishan Kishan got more focused as a wicketkeeper. That's what it seemed like today. So a lot of brave calls from Hyderabad. Like I said, they have nothing to lose now. A lot less to lose than Delhi Capitals, you could say. So the game began with Delhi Capitals and Sunrisers Hyderabad, because they didn't have that strike bowler. Cummins took the responsibility. I've been saying that since yesterday, that Pat Cummins would probably have to take more responsibility if Shami is injured or dropped. And that's exactly what he did. As a captain, he bowled the first over. First ball of the match, Karun Nair caught behind. Beautiful bowling. Pat Cummins bowled exactly how I had basically said, that if he sticks to his test line and lengths, basically line and length of the test matches, or the hard length. Hard length is right between the middle of the good length and the short length. Neither it's short, neither it's good. So in order to do that ball, you have to be able to generate bounce, and you have to have decent pace. Pat Cummins has both. Pat Cummins is more successful in tests and ODIs because of that. He tests the batsman's patience. I've said that plenty of times in my previous videos and reels. And that's exactly how Pat Cummins bowled against Chennai. And I told that if he continues this way, he is going to get more wickets and become more dangerous. That's exactly what happened today. He basically dismantled Delhi Capitals within the power play. They completely finished the game then and there. They were like, 30 something for 5. There was nothing more left in the game for them. Asutosh was the impact sub, and he was the only one who built up a partnership with Tristan Stubbs. And overall, they went up to a slightly below par, but a decent total according to the situation, of 133 for 7. Let's dissect a little bit of what Hyderabad did right before I go on to what Delhi did wrong. So first of all, Pat Cummins took more responsibility. He had bowled the test lining length, as I had said, and he got wickets. The second thing that brilliantly he did was aggressive captaincy. His field placements were on point, and this was the rare time that I finally saw Hyderabad captain put up a slip for the batsman in the power play. That's aggressive captaincy. I had never seen Pat Cummins put up a slip in this season so far. Very rare, even if he had done once. But today he did it. He wanted to go for the kill. He knew that he got the wickets, he's in the rhythm, and he wanted to go for the kill. Which is why, another positive, Pat Cummins bowled third over on the trot. And Unadkat was also doing that job. He was bowling disciplined. He was bowling the same way as a test match, although he doesn't have that much pace or bounce, but he's very disciplined. It's not easy to play him because he himself is very experienced. Unadkat kept the pressure on the batsman. The batsman could not attack him. So all they had the chance was try to attack Pat Cummins somehow. And Pat Cummins was out of this world today. Brilliant captaincy, brilliant bowling. So it was Unadkat's support as well that helped Pat Cummins continue to bowl those test line lengths and have that aggressive field placement. And that is where the Sunrisers Hyderabad did the right thing. Great field placements, test line length bowling, Unadkat coming in support, not leaking runs. Fielding was on point. They weren't letting easy runs go. Delhi Capitals was having trouble rotating strike. They could not get easy boundaries. And anything that could go right for Hyderabad was going right. They were also doing the right things. Now, what did DC do wrong? Delhi Capitals' biggest mistake was their top order was not stable. Jake Fraser-McGurk was there at the beginning, then Faf got injured, then Karuna was opening, then Rahul was opening, blah, blah, blah. Finally, they had some rhythm with Abhishek Purell and Faf opening, and Karuna one down, and KL Rahul, and so on and so forth. For some odd reason, Karuna started opening with Faf du Plessis and Purell was back into number 3. In such an important key game when it's pretty much the, when your qualification scenario could be affected and dented if you lose this game. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Suddenly sending Karuna for opening and Purell one down does not make sense. If you have to do that, you should have done that when Karuna started playing IPL. Against Mumbai, he was at number 3 and that's his spot. You should have let him be. Clearly, Karuna was already underconfident. Why would you mess that up? Purell was not doing a bad job. Faf du Plessis was decent. Today, they would have had a different power play if they stuck to that. So pretty clannery from DC management for doing that. And Karuna obviously under pressure. First ball, test lining length ball. Got out to Pat Cummins. Pace, bounce, you name it, Pat Cummins had it. And what the advantage with Pat Cummins' bowling is, he does not have a chance for bowled or LBW because the ball bounces a lot more. It usually goes above stumps. But edges come into play, so wicket keeper, and which is why he also put up a slip. So clearly we knew that what kind of line and length he's going to bowl. If you have to hit a shot to that, you either have to be really, really good as a batsman, technically sound, and be able to read that ball, or you're most likely going to hit a poor shot and you're going to get caught in the covers, or you're going to get caught in the edges. This is Pat Cummins 101 in Test match and in ODIs. Finally, he adapted that to T20s and you could see the clear difference today. In the rest of the season, what he was trying in the previous most of the games, he was trying to go for bowled and LBW and he was struggling by trying too many variations. That's not his strength. I've explained that, which is why Pat Cummins was so successful. Now, DC tinkered with their top order yet again. They made that mistake. KL Rahul has been choking yet again. Again, their impact sub was not clear. They weren't playing with that extra batsman of Asutosh Sharma. They were hoping the batsman would do well, and if they needed it, they would go for a batsman, or else they would go for the bowler. I've explained this in the past. As a batsman, when you're batting, you're in dilemma. That comes into your mind, that whether there will be an extra batter or not. So they don't know whether they should attack or not. If you have a batsman extra, the batsmen have clarity that we have an extra batsman, let's play freely. Let's go for a good total. We don't need an extra bowler, we trust him. If you don't trust a bowler, then play an extra bowler. As simple as that. Do not go for your additional batsman that you might need it or not. This dilemma kills you. Again, DC didn't learn from that, and it was pretty evident with their batting collapse. They were always in two minds. And of course, Hyderabad, all credit to them, the way they bowled, their field placement and captaincy. Hyderabad did everything right what they could as in terms of bowling. Somehow there was a decent total, at least fight-able total for the bowlers. But the nature, the universe was not with Sunrisers today. It started raining and pretty much the game got abandoned. Delhi could not come out to bowl, Hyderabad could not come out to bat. So it was points shared between the two, but I wanted to make this video to give credit to Hyderabad and Pat Cummins on the kind of captaincy he should have been doing from day one, which he finally started now. If he had done this from day one, even Mohammad Shami would have, if he had instructions to bowl like a test match, he would have been a completely different beast. He would not have been trying too many variations and, missing his line and length completely. So Shami, Pat Cummins and Unadkat, if they would be bowling like test match, they would be getting wickets. And once there would be lower totals with their bowling, easily their batsmen would have more confidence to get into the rhythm in the beginning. I guarantee you, if Pat Cummins, the way he captained today, if he had captained from day one, Sunrisers would have been in the playoffs. This is why I made this video. And Delhi, I've said it, people are overrating them. They're not that good of a squad, and again, they're not learning from their mistakes. RCB has learned from their mistakes, and they fixed their lower middle order by adding Romario Shepherd and an extra sixth bowler. Mumbai Indians have fixed it up with their trusted their players, added a leg spinner. Gujarat Titans have pretty much done nothing wrong, in my opinion, and they have probably added Washington Sundar as an extra all-rounder, extra bowling option as well. Great for them. Punjab Kings, they completely fixed their batting order. They're not relying on everyone, on one individual person. Shreyas Iyer now comes in at 4. Josh Inglis is at 3. Josh Inglis finally also started getting games. Vaishak started getting a game. Hardik Brar started getting a game. So all these teams that are on the top have learned from their mistakes. DC still has not. Even KKR has been learning from their mistakes. Although there are lots of issues with KKR, but at least they have the squad to be able to beat any team at any given day. They just need to manage it well. And if they win all the games, you never know, KKR could qualify. If you ask me right now, KKR or DC, KKR has a much better squad and they have a better chance of qualifying than Delhi Capitals. Delhi is done and dusted. I'm telling you right here, right now, Delhi will not qualify for playoffs and they're done and dusted. They're not learning from their mistakes. That's the whole point of this video. So that's it for the post-match analysis. There's not much to analyze. It is 1-1 point, but as I said, for me, this is a Hyderabad win. They were clinical and ruthless with their bowling. And kudos to Pat Cummins. He's finally getting into what he should have been doing. And those of you said that I'm a Pat Cummins hater or I criticize him, I'm not. I criticized him because he has the capability to win games with his captaincy and, the pretty much tournament. Despite him knowing what he needs to do, he wasn't doing it. So that's why I was more disappointed with Pat Cummins. There's captains who have no clue, so I don't blame them. They are incompetent. But Pat Cummins is competent. He has the knowledge. He knows what to do, but he just was too rigid or too hesitant. Finally, he's got into the rhythm a little too late, but pretty positive for Hyderabad. I think he will have a better idea next year when Hyderabad will be coming up. I guarantee you, those 3 teams that have disqualified this year, Chennai Super Kings, Rajasthan Royals and Sunrisers Hyderabad, they will do well next year. Trust me. They've learned from their mistakes, and at the end of the season, you can tell they've fixed their mistakes. They have the better squad now. They probably need key buys, and they've understood on what scenario would work for them. So that's it for the post-match analysis. Now let's get on to the preview for tomorrow. Mumbai Indians versus Gujarat Titans at Wankhede. Now let me tell you, it's going to be a cracker of a game. Everybody's going to say that Mumbai Indians has an upper hand. On paper, yeah, I agree. They're saying that Gujarat Titans top 3 will be blown away by Bolt, Bumrah and Chahar, and their middle order will be exposed and they will probably lose. Possible, that's a scenario. But if you look at Mumbai Indians bowling, when do they get wickets in the power play? It's when the batsmen are aggressive and they end up playing rash shots because of the dot balls. Gujarat Titans is the team with the openers that plays the least number of dot balls regardless of the bowlers. They always manage to rotate the strike and get an odd boundary. That's their game against a weak bowling lineup and a strong bowling lineup. They will be careful against Bumrah, Bolt and Chahar. And they will target the rest of the bowlers. They have the quality. I don't see Gujarat Titans collapsing in the power play. They're not dumb. They are very smart with their teams and tactically speaking as well. Definitely, they will bat smartly against them. I won't see a collapse. And if there won't be a collapse because the way Gujarat Titans bats, they will somehow manage a score of 180, 200, maybe even 220 because later on, they know how to accelerate. They know which bowlers to target and who will target who. If Mumbai Indians has to win the game, they have to either bowl like an extraordinary spell or force a mistake from Gujarat Titans, which is not going to be easy as it looks. Mumbai Indians, the winning streak that they've had is against slightly weaker teams that are mostly in the bottom half of the table, not the top half. So it'll be very interesting battle between Mumbai Indians bowlers and Gujarat Titans batsmen. Now let's get on to the Mumbai Indians batsmen and Gujarat Titans bowlers. SRH can really trouble Rohit easily. And Sky and Tilak could be troubled by middle overs of Prasidh Krishna. Prasidh Krishna has been quality against all kinds of batsmen. I do see him, if you keep someone like Surya Kumar quiet, he will go for those high risk, high reward shots. He's not going to play normal cricketing shots because Prasidh Krishna will put a lid on that. And when Sky will be forced to play those risky shots, there might be some runs that might go for boundaries, but he could also get out. Prasidh Krishna will handle that battle, and in my opinion, Rabada is returning. Rabada will be key. He will be deadly. His extra pace and bounce could trouble Rohit a little. We know that. Rickleton, I'm not sure how they will play. They both are teammates, so that'll be a very interesting matchup because they both are South Africans. Rabada against Rohit also will be very interesting. Rabada against Hardik Pandya in the death will be very interesting. So overall, Mumbai Indians is still beatable. And if there's one team that can nullify Gujarat Titans, Mumbai Indians bowlers in power play, it's the Gujarat Titans batsmen. So if you ask me, logically speaking, one probably wants to say Mumbai, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say that tomorrow Gujarat Titans is going to get a win at Wankhede. So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. There was no match outcome, but it was a very interesting game. Great captaincy by Pat Cummins. Clown of a management by Delhi Capitals. And a very interesting game tomorrow, Mumbai Indians versus Gujarat Titans. I'm going for Gujarat winning the game. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. All of you are giving me a lot of views in these videos and reels, and I thank you for that. But please do subscribe to my channel. It helps me a lot. There will be more kinds of videos on cricket. So do not forget to subscribe to my channel and also follow me on my Instagram, because that is where I post my predictions for cricket games on my Instagram stories and a lot of the fun reels and travel stuff and all of that. So that's it from today's video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you very much. Until tomorrow, take care. Bye-bye.